Hey, and welcome back, everyone. It's Nicola Cairncross again. And yesterday I was talking to you about your ideal customer or client, and whether you knew who they were, in fact, whether you were going to have to go out and find them, or whether you didn't have a clue, and how we were going to go about finding them online if you didn't know who they were. So today I'm going to be talking to you about knowing your ideal customer or client inside out. Now, obviously, that's a lot easier if it's you or a family member or a friend, because you can actually sit and think about how you feel about your problem or pain, and the solution that you either know you're looking for or one that you don't know that you're looking for yet. Perhaps you don't even know the solution exists to your problem or pain yet. But the real trick is, once you've got a few customers, to get to know them inside out. I not only know my customers inside out, I've got a really strong picture of my ideal client or customer, because I've actually had quite a few of them come through my Be Everywhere Online program in the Clicks and Leads Academy, which is absolutely awesome, because I've been able to sit and just think for a few minutes and think about the qualities of my ideal customer. In no particular order, they are overthinkers, they are perfectionists, and they have a massive attention to detail. And the problem with that is that it bogs them down. And I think they're attracted to me because they can see that I'm a big picture thinker. And yes, although I know my stuff, I mean, I could make you a video on any techie topic that you care to name around marketing online. So I do know the detail. I do pay attention to the detail, but I don't let it bog me down. And I think people can tell when I'm talking to them that I've got a much bigger picture than they have. And I think they like my energy and my cavalier attitude to not getting bogged down in the detail, and occasionally skating over some of the detail if you need to. You know, that's what I tend to do. I tend to only share the detail that you absolutely need to know to get you going. So my clients are often perfectionists. They often doubt themselves. They certainly don't value themselves and their skills and experience and knowledge highly enough. Whereas I'm coming at it from a "you are fantastic" point of view. That's actually one of the premises I start with any new client, is that they know their stuff. I'm not going to say, you know, you're not good enough. I mean, at whatever level they're at, they are good enough. Did you know that 50% of the people in the world suffer from imposter syndrome? It's really interesting how it works, because it seems to be entirely random, and it seems to be quite genetic and doled out indiscriminately within families even. So I don't have imposter syndrome. At least one of my two sisters does, and I don't think my brother did. So I think it's an entirely random thing. There's actually a very good book on imposter syndrome out there and how to overcome it. It's by one of my ex-clients called Margaret. And if that's you, I'll look it up and I'll put it in the description of the video for you, because it will help you a lot. So if I was going to go about finding my ideal customer online, and if you've got a very good picture in your head of who your ideal customer or client is, then you have to be very careful in how you approach them, especially on a platform like Facebook. You can't call people out on places like Facebook for the things that they're missing, or the things that they're lacking, or the things that are wrong with them. That's called negative marketing, and you're not allowed to do it. So, but what you can do is you can talk in the kind of language that your ideal customer or client will understand. And it's especially easy if you are your ideal customer or client, because you know how you feel inside. So you're able to speak from the heart. And that should resonate with your potential future customers. You can also, through empathy and using case studies, use the examples of people who've been through your product or service, people who've actually used your product or service and had a positive result. And if your ideal customer is looking at those people, and videos even better, but a picture will be fine, then they will either identify with those people or they won't. So that's why it's always a good idea to have testimonials from a wide range of people. And the final thing to think about here is, how are you going to share knowledge? You've got to think about the way that your ideal customer or client absorbs and learns best. Now, all of the characteristics I listed above about my ideal customer don't tell me how they like to learn best. Do they like to listen? Do they like to read or watch a video, which is visual? Or are they kinesthetic? For example, I'm highly visual, followed by strongly kinesthetic. So I like to watch a video or read some instructions, but there's only so long I can do that for before I have to actually get stuck in on the doing. It might be a good idea, if you've got some ideal customers or clients already, to go out and do a little straw poll of how they most like to learn. Are they visual, which means they'll like videos or reading, or are they audio orientated? Or are they one of the above with kinesthetic? If they're very deeply practical people, then they'll probably be kinesthetic first and then need some sort of backup by audio or visual. But getting to know how your ideal customer or client learns is a very good step along the way to giving them what they need from your product or service in the way that they need it. And that goes for your marketing materials too. It's not just about the actual back-end product or service. And tomorrow we're going to be talking about the kind of ways to offer your solutions, or to indeed listen to your clients and prescribe the right solution for them. In the meantime, you'll see around the screen somewhere a link to the whole Be Everywhere online presentation, which you can watch anytime you like. I hope that helps. I'll see you tomorrow.